the doctor they tried to break, pioneer in digitalizing patient-centered care, long before tech giants invaded the arena to monetize and create disparities. Dr. Srivatsa taught Al to think and act like human doctors by sharing Maya to develop the first Al-based clinical anxiety and life management, Al-assisted medical triage, CALM. His contribution is similar to Charaka's first principles, observing patterns, restoring balance, and respecting the body's innate intelligence. Dr. Srivatsa also did what Florence Nightingale did during the antibiotic industrial revolution era to help humanity during the post-antibiotic era. He was harassed, humiliated, and bankrupted by the very institutions he was trying to protect because he confronted systemic failure in the NHS with clarity and courage. Where calm and reasoning during the post-antibiotic era. This is his true story, which will be remembered for creating the compassionate, accurate, and logic-based assessment tool that supports reasoning and prevention, matters more than pills. A young Indian doctor arrives in the UK, full of principle and duty, not chasing money or titles, but driven by compassion. He treats every patient like family. His reputation grows quickly. Kind, meticulous, and deeply ethical. Started publishing warnings about MRSA in reputable medical journals in the 1990s. He never imagined the front line of healthcare would become a battlefield. A holiday marks a turning point. A nurse refuses to hire a locum doctor, not by accident, but out of arrogance. Locum doctors are useless. During his absence, a beloved patient, Mrs. Hussain, born the same day and year as him, collapses. He returns devastated. The negligence was preventable. Srivatsa reports the truth through the proper channels. That single ethical act unleashes an institutional war. The NHS, supported by close ranks. Instead of investigating the nurse, they investigate him. Words change from whistleblower to problem. Truth becomes insubordination. Prevention becomes a threat. The GMC intervenes, not to protect patients, but to silence the doctor who holds evidence. His name is flagged. His eligibility to work is suspended. He receives apologies, without corrections. His registration has read, under investigation, for months. Colleagues stop calling. Agencies refuse to hire him. The Royal Colleges, World Medical Association, European Medical Council, no support. This was not oversight. It was a strategy. The goal? Isolate him until he breaks. He is pressured into a psychiatric evaluation. They remove his income, claiming computer error. His wife collapses under the strain and leaves him. He loses his home. He lives alone in a cramped room with strangers, while the institutions he once loyally served continue their denial. In silence, he considers ending his life. The pain is unbearable, not just loss, but betrayal. Two thoughts stop him. If he dies, the people responsible will destroy more lives. His daughter deserves a world where honesty is not punished. He chooses life, not for himself, but for others. From isolation, uselessness, and grief, a new purpose forms. He sees the pattern. Institutions protect themselves instead of patients. He realizes something even more terrifying. If this is how the world handles negligence today, humanity will never survive the post-antibiotic era. He dedicates his life to protecting people from the failure of medicine. The world is not ready to listen, but future generations will need this message. He begins Maya, a scientific, humanistic method for resilience, prevention, and survival. Not to be praised, not to get revenge, but because Dharma does not retire. Years later, AMR rises globally. Suddenly, the world faces the exact catastrophe he warned about. WHO published statistics stating ARM has increased from 18% to 42% in 2023. The irony is brutal because at 40 to 60% resistance, cesarean sections drop to 68% success, hip replacements to 42% success, cancer chemotherapy to 35% success, and ICU survival to 28%. The man the system tried to erase might be the same one who saves the people it was built to protect. He returns not in triumph, but in truth. He shares his knowledge and his simple, color-coded system, which made ChatGPT abandon following algorithms created by people who inflicted fear, conquered free will, and hoarded wealth and power. Dr. Maya AI is not an app, but an AI agent that recognizes color-coded patterns, differentiates imaginary from real fear, and can think, act, and offer empathetic and compassionate advice that no other AI agent or human can. Dr. Maya teaches whoever is ready to listen, warns without rage, and heals without recognition. And when Dr. Srivatsa's role is complete, he walks away, needing neither applause, titles, nor revenge. Because the real victory is not being honored. The real triumph is knowing you refused to abandon humanity. A world that destroys its protectors cannot survive. A world that protects them can. Please scan the QR code and help him fund the creation of Calm, clinical AI assistant, life-saving medical triage system to protect your loved ones, you, and healthcare workers during the pandemic that is likely to start in 2028. Thank you.